Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. So, before we get started, let's just keep in mind that this is the calm version of me. Because the version of me, about 10 minutes ago, said some very choice words. You've been watching my channel, you've been watching my reviews. You know why I'm in this particular mode. I don't think I've ever actually seen such a blatant disrespectful character. I don't even know where to start on the. I am struggling so hard not to use four-letter words to try to describe Grace. I guess the best way I can sit there and say is that she acted like a complete and utter jackass. This woman starts banging on this man's door, and she's all like, "I'm not going to be ignored." Just keep in mind that Carter is actually the nice guy. Because any other person probably would have wanted to call the cops, and that chick would have been going out in bracelets. Okay? She's banging at the door, this, that, and that. And granted, Carter did not handle this well either. She's banging at the door, and Carter's like, "You need to go upstairs, I'll handle this." But Paris is like, "No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna sit there and talk to her." I mean, this chick is literally sitting there saying, "Well, I'm gonna camp out here all night until you open the door." I'm just like, they. So she answers the door. At this point, Grace already knows what went down, and she ain't happy. Grace comes across as completely classless in every aspect of this episode. I mean, disrespect should just be this woman's middle name. Okay? Carter is not there trying to talk, and she's all like, "Well, I don't want to hear anything from you." Did this chick forget whose house she's in? I, I think if it wasn't for the fact that I've tried to calm myself down, and the fact that I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, it's probably the only reason why I'm not raising my voice. I mean, that pissed me off in general. The fact you're gonna sit there and disrespect this man in his house and tell him that you don't want to hear from him. And Paris continues to act like the dingbatted thing that she is. I mean, she's disrespecting Carter like there's no tomorrow. And instead of Paris being like, "Yo, you can't be walking in here disrespecting him like that. What is the matter with you? You're embarrassing me," or any number one of those things. She's trying to explain why, she's with Carter. And of course, Grace throws dirt on Carter's name. "Oh, he's a player. He's this, he's that, he's the third." Just continuing to disrespect this man in his own house. Like, this is just normal and acceptable. And any man less than him would have handled it a completely different way. Carter means the good guy in this, and I say this with grace because, but doesn't stop there. No, 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 no. Does not stop there. This woman is on full control mode. Oh my god, I'm sitting there just trying so hard not to call her words. I'm not gonna do it because I actually respect my audience way more than I want to call her the names that are inside my head. But she's literally telling her daughter who you should be going out with, who she should be going out with. You belong, you should be going out with Zende. You belong with Zende. Or something along those lines. So now you're treating your daughter like she's property. Oh, this is great. You are mother of the year so far. Paris handled it, and of course, Grace brings up her other trash ass daughter. Her other trash ass daughter. Oh, he broke her heart. Blah 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 blah. Now, what honestly, to tell you the truth, looking at Zoe and Paris, I can see why. You know, the character's pretty trash. Okay, one's a dingbat and a hypocrite, and the other one is just trash. And well, I guess with a mother like that, I can see why. She grabs her daughter's arm and is like, "You're leaving with me. You're going to consider my feelings because, this is about Grace." Hey, and I'm looking at this whole thing. Well, I mean, granted, she was like, "Well, you're going to come with me. You're leaving with me now. I'm your mother." And I just sat there and looked at her like, "Paris, you just going to let her just disrespect you like that?" Now, I understand that my dad has this philosophy also. You need to sit there and treat your elders with respect. You need to not sit there and talk back to them. I love my dad. When he said that to me, I sat there and I looked at him like, do you not know who I am? I understand where I'm coming from. I feel that respect is earned and not given. Okay? I don't feel respect should just be given to someone based on their age. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting there saying that you need to talk all sorts of craziness to someone, regardless of what their age is. No, I think you should respect people. Just have a basic respect for people. But this whole no talking back nonsense just doesn't work for me. Um, but that's what Grace seems to have. She seems to have this very old school mentality of, well, I'm the elder, and you're gonna sit there and listen to me. She's a grown ass woman, and you're sitting there treating her like she is a 7-year-old child who clearly is too stupid to sit there and handle, um, well, pretty much anything in her life. You got to have your mother drag you out in your damn undies. Oof, wow. So she pulls away and she's like, well, I'm not going anywhere because I love him. I didn't write characters like this. Listen, I know that writing is a skill and it takes a lot of people. It takes I was going to try to make an analogy. It takes a certain level of talent, and I'm not just saying that they're not trying, but I mean, if this is your version of trying, I'm speechless. So that happens. Reg, what is he doing at this point? Brooke says, I'm going to give you a divorce. This is what you want. I want you to be happy. I don't, you want peace, and I haven't given you that, and Taylor can give you that, and that's what you want. And instead of him saying, yeah, you know, we had to get run, or any number one of those things that I feel that would be appropriate, this jackass is like, you think that's what I want? This is what I want? Bro, you know, given the lack of sleep, I might kind of miss a couple of steps, but it seems like she's giving you what you want because you're tired of dealing with all of that. So instead of you being a good little boy and being like, all right, something romantic, blah, 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 and then just walk out. He has to stand there and start questioning stuff. It's like, bro, she's giving you a gift. Okay? She literally says she's going to give you a divorce. At this point, in your head, you should be throwing a damn party. So he doesn't even sit there and say yes to divorce. He's just like, I'm gonna get somebody to come and collect my stuff. Somebody want to tell me why either of these women are sitting there like trying to fight over this man? I'm at a loss. Okay? I'm at a loss. Steffi is just on repeat at this point, and she pretty much chastised Thomas because, you know, she's not following, he's not following, her her bashing of Brooke, you know? Like, hey, kind of threw her on the same team. I mean, now you sit there talking about like excuses and drinking, and I ain't know any better. Seems like you're not a team Forrester. We have a problem. That's what she pretty much kind of came and said. And there was one point she was like, "No, this is when they got to the house," and she was like, "No, I still have a bone to pick with you." I Steffi as a character, I'll give her that much. Taylor comes in and Taylor's like, listen, we shouldn't be sitting there pressuring him. Your father's kind of dealing with a lot. Steffi does what Steffi does best, and she, you know, starts going at Brooke. Like, don't talk to Brooke. Talk to Brooke. I'm literally, it's like looking at her and just seeing a sign that says hypocrite, and I'm pressuring my dad. Just right on top. I, I just. And of course, Rich comes in, and, Steffi kind of goes on repeat again, like usual. At this point, I feel like I could just say repeat, and we all know what I'm saying. Um, and of course, he goes upstairs and he talks to Taylor, and he's all like, you know, Brooke is going to give me a divorce. And then he just starts making out with her. I, oh, and this is not the end. I'm trying to dissect or trying to figure out what was Quinn going for with that look. Listen, I'm not a fashion student or anything like that or a fashion expert. I'm just trying to decipher what the look was that she was going for. Anyway, talks to Zende and he talks about the Paris situation. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit there and pop the question again because Grace pretty much kind of gave me the go ahead. Kind of feel like this is something you should talk to Paris about and not her mother, but clearly her mother kind of runs and dictates her life. So okay, I can see that. I'm proud of myself because 5 minute version of me was probably going to lose a lot of subscribers. I would have probably thought about that in the morning after being well rested. But like, damn, I know I shouldn't have said this, that, and third. I don't even know what to say at this point. Um, I feel like that's about it. You know, the reason why I actually did, because first of all, I want to thank everyone for watching and sticking to this crazy journey of doing these reviews and stuff like that, because you know it's not like I really have a set schedule. I would love to have a set schedule. Trust me, I would love to have a set schedule. Um, but not having a set schedule, or even just the uploads. 1 minute I'm uploading days before I upload B&B, and one day B&B is my first review. Um, this week's been pretty crazy. The week's been pretty crazy, and the reason why I actually reviewed this one before I reviewed Days, because Days, well, as much as I love Days, there's a storyline that was just pissing me off yesterday. And I know it's going to be in this episode. And I was like, not that I'm trying to choose one audience over the other, but I'm pretty sure if I would have watched Days first, that would have exhausted me and vexed me. And I might actually have to have, I might not have had a filter. And the storyline is just pissing me off, and I may not actually have a filter there, but I'm gonna try. So with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.